Welcome to AM Update this morning. It is 9 o'clock from the studios of Solutions 939 FM Ibadan. My name is Oladako Kunubi, aka Youngster 9, and on the AM Update is a 1 hour full packed show, starting the first 15 minutes with the sports update and looking at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers with burning issue on the other side. But first, let's look at updates coming from the world of tennis this morning. Remember, the Australian Open is still ongoing, and we have some being bonded out while some are moving to the other side of the tournament, meaning moving to the next round. Remember, you can be part of the program this morning. Jump on our Facebook fan page, Solutions 939 FM. Solutions 939 FM, Facebook, YouTube, tweet at us on Twitter, same handle, Solutions 939 FM. Let's talk tennis here before we talk boxing and NBA. Elena Rybakina is through to the next round of the women's singles of the Australian Open, the first Grand Slam of the year. She defeated Jelena Ostapenko 2 straight sets, 6-2, 6-4 to book her place. Well, remember, another game scheduled for today. Victoria Azarenka will be up against Jessica Pegula. Let's see who gets that ticket to the next round. And then the next round, the semi-final round of the Australian Open. But let's talk about the ATP this morning. Karen Khachanov edged Sebastian Korda 7-6, 6-3 and 3-love, meaning Sebastian Korda, with what we saw here, got injured and had to retire from that particular clash. Jerry Lehecka will be up against Stefanos Tsitsipas by 10:30 today. Now let's just move away from that and we look at another update this morning. Moving away from tennis, let us talk boxing, where Floyd Money Mayweather Jr. will fight Jody Charles Aaron Chalmers in a London exhibition bout on Saturday, 25th of February, where Nigerians will be casting their votes. Someone is already making money. Well, Mayweather 45 has fought 5 exhibitions up to now against the kickboxer and MMA fighter Tenshin Nasukawa, boxer Don Moore, YouTuber Logan Paul, MMA fighter Mikuru Asakura, and most recently in November 2022, YouTuber Deji Olatunji. Well, remember, the only thing that can bring Floyd Mayweather out of retirement is always about the money. Let's talk about the NBA this morning. The Los Angeles Lakers have made a notable move in their quest to earn a playoff spot by acquiring former lottery pick Rui Hachimura from Washington Wizards on Monday. The Lakers sent reserves guards Kendrick Nunn and 3 second-round picks to Washington in exchange for Hachimura, the 9th overall choice of the 2019 draft, who will be a restricted free agent this offseason after failing to reach an agreement on a contract extension with the Wizards in October. Now let's go. Games are decided in the wee hours of today. Chicago Bulls defeated Atlanta Hawks 111 to 100 points as Boston Celtics lost against Orlando Magic 98 to 113 points. It was the Detroit Pistons losing at home against Milwaukee Bucks by 130 to 150 points. Houston Rockets defeated Minnesota Timberwolves, bombing them with Rockets of 119 to 114 points, while Charlotte Hornets lost 102 to 120 points against Utah Jazz. San Antonio Spurs lost 127 to 147 points against Portland Trail Blazers, while Sacramento Kings were better. They earned their crown, beating Memphis Grizzlies 133 to 100 points. High score margin, right? We'll move away from that and let's talk football. Remember, you can watch us live on Facebook, facebook.com/Solutions939FM, including our YouTube platform, Solutions939FM. Click the like, subscribe, and share buttons on all these platforms. Still Kiko Sports Show, the first half of AM Update this morning. Let's talk about the Nigeria Professional Football League game scheduled for today. Rivers United will be up against the Niger Tornadoes, 4 o'clock. In the NPFL rescheduled game, well, remember, based on standings, Rivers United is placed fourth on the NPFL log, winning a game and drawing one, meaning they have 4 points from 2 matches. They've been able to score 3 and conceded 2, as Niger Tornadoes is placed second, winning 2 games, unbeaten so far with 100%. But with that 100% point, or performance, go to drain this evening. Niger Tornadoes have scored 3 goals and they're yet to concede, while Rivers United has conceded 2. Based on what we are seeing here, based on statistics, maybe a Niger Tornadoes will go home defeated. But with what has been happening in the new Premier League, it is more of points coming from the road. But let's wait and see what happens in the clash between Rivers United and Niger Tornadoes. Remember, tomorrow is going to be the clash, the Southwest Derby in Ikenne, where Rama Stars host Shooting Stars Sports Club of Ibadan. And according to updates we got, Shooting Stars got to Ijebode yesterday, John ground, and Ijebode to Ikenne is not that far. Reports has it that they'll be camped and have their training session in Ijebode before they move into Ikenne tomorrow. Now let's move away from that and let's talk about the English Premier League. It was Harry Kane. Well, my striker in Premier League Fantasy scored that only goal that separated Tottenham Hotspur and Fulham yesterday at the Kirvin Cottage.
Son with a chance to break. Great tackle from Polina, just cleaned him out, took the ball, and now Fulham with a chance. The reset to go down low to his right, pushed it away, needs a bit of support, turns.
It was a fantastic ball.
Oh, it dropped into a really dangerous area. It really isn't an indication of how the game's gone.
It's not a telling statistic at all, no.
Here's Harry Kane, though, on the turn. And he's turned it past Bert Leno. And that's sickening because they don't deserve that, Tottenham, but we've said it only takes a moment with a player of Kane's ability and
So that was the only goal, and well, it was a Harry Kane setting record yesterday in the game right there in London. And for coach of Tottenham, Antonio Conte, is desperate to help Harry Kane win trophy with the club because he believes success will give his records more validity. Kane scored Spurs' winning goal and Monday night's 1-0 victory over Fulham was strike seeing him equal Jimmy Greaves' goal record for the club. The England striker now has 266 for Spurs, with just one more enough to write his name in the club's history books, meaning there are a lot of matches for him to do so if he also wants to extend his contract with the team. But Kane has yet to win a trophy with Tottenham, who last enjoyed success in the EFL Cup 15 years ago. Gary Bale left Harry Kane in Tottenham, went on to Real Madrid to win a lot of trophies, including the UEFA Champions League. And a lot of people have also left Tottenham to become great. So will this man want to hold on to goal records or talk about the trophies won? Okay, but here is Coach Antonio Conte talking about the form of the team last night.
After 2 defeats against Arsenal and Manchester City, and don't forget, we are talking about the first and the second of the table. I asked to my players to show me some characteristics that I saw last season. The desire, the will to help each other into the pitch, to suffer in the moments that during the game happen that you have to suffer. And today we didn't suffer a lot, but I have seen that they were ready. That has to be a starting point for us. Don't forget that we played against a team that, in my opinion, is the really surprise in this season.
Antonio Conte, no more pressure after that victory coming from his side. Now, with the way table stands right now in the English Premier League, the top 5 include Arsenal with 50 points, topping the log with a game in hand. Manchester City second with 45 points from 20 matches. Newcastle United with 39 points from 20 matches. Third, Manchester United is placed fourth with 39 points from 20 games. Tottenham is fifth on the Premier League log with 36 points. That's how the table stands right there. And looking at the last 3, Bournemouth, Everton, Southampton occupy 18, 19, 20th positions respectively. Now talking about one man who got fired yesterday, Frank Lampard. Well, according to Everton, and now they've been able to tip some managers to take charge of the team. But here happens to be the last interview made by Frank Lampard before he got fired.
It's been interesting for me because I think I would hate to sound like I'm sitting here saying that my job is more difficult than anyone else's, because I think you can speak to any manager in the Premier League or the Championship or Div 1 or Div 2, particularly managers in Div 1 or Div 2 that are dealing with a lot of difficulties in their jobs with minimal budgets or whatever, all those things. I'm not going to cry about my job. So it's challenging, yes, because every job is. Do I try and do my best in every aspect? Yes. I don't feel like it distracts me because my job I have to be the first person that can focus on the job. If you're asking about the players, then that may be a different question, because I played here as a young boy. I played for England in tough times. It's fortunate at Chelsea there weren't so many, but tough times personally, and I understand the difficulties that this game can give you. And people say just have a tough skin, you know, like you should be fine with it, and it doesn't work that simply. So I understand if the players are affected by it.
So that was Frank Lampard, you know, while he was talking about how difficult his job was, but he no longer has a job. Well, maybe we should also keep our fingers crossed to see another team that can hire the former Chelsea manager. But Everton have made former Leeds boss Marcelo Bielsa their first choice to become the club's next manager after firing Frank Lampard on Monday. Well, the toughest approach to Bielsa follows the dismissal of Lampard. But, I mean, if Bielsa is coming on board, how can he help the team? Someone said yesterday that maybe you bring in a Redknapp or Sam Allardyce. These guys have got the magic wand, right? Okay, but let's look at some other results of games played yesterday. Yes, it was Kylian Mbappe, who scored 5 goals in one game last night. And, well, these guys are not in the top division in the French league. PSG beating Pays de la Caselle 7-0. Well, let's look at all the results of games away from the French league. Spain, in the Spanish La Liga, it was Valencia Almeria settling the game in a 2-2 draw, 4-goal thriller. And Empoli defeated 10-man Inter Milan 1-0 in the Italian Serie A, while it was 1-0 between Bologna and Cremonese. In the African Nations Championship, Madagascar defeated Sudan 3-0. Now, let's look at games going down today. In the African Nations Championship, Mali will be up against Mauritania, while Niger will be up against Cameroon. And the German Bundesliga, Schalke will be up against RB Leipzig, and that game is going down 6:30. 8:30, Bayern Munich will take on FC Köln. Wolfsburg will be up against Hertha Berlin, as Hoffenheim will be up against Stuttgart by 8:30. In the Italian Serie A, AC Milan will be on the road against Lazio. Okay, remember Newcastle, according to reports we are getting here, Newcastle United will be at the St. Mary's Stadium against Southampton in the EFL Cup. So wishing all the teams all the best. We'll move to the other side of the show this morning, where we look at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers. Remember, we're still live on Facebook, facebook.com/solutions939FM, facebook.com/solutions939FM. Good morning.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ nílùú Ìbàdàn. Solutions 93.9 FM.
It's a beautiful morning, Naija. Don't forget to deposit your old Naira notes into your Momo wallet at the nearest Momo agent outlet before January 31st, 2023. First dial *671# to open a Momo wallet, then call our toll-free number 671 to locate the Momo agent.
èèyàn ló máa ti máa ṣe bolóyè Adébáyọ̀ Adélabú pẹ̀ǹkẹ̀lẹ̀ mẹ́ẹ̀sì ọmọ níbi níran ni ó ti ṣetán láti gbé ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ débùté ògo ká fi ìbò wa gbé ojúlówó ọmọ pẹ̀ǹkẹ̀lẹ̀ wọlé àkọọdù lẹ́gbẹ́ wa òkè téńté la wà lórí ìwé ìdìbò ká fi ìka wa sọ̀rọ̀ gbé olóyè tó lọ́gbọ́n tó mọ àtòlú dépò kí ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ lè gòkè àgbà Báyọ̀ Adélabú la fẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ olówó ni ọ̀rẹ́ mẹ̀kúnnù ni pẹ̀lú Báyọ̀ Adélabú dé ìrànlọ́wọ́ dé fún tilé toko.
gbogbo ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ti gbáradì nírẹ̀ pẹ́tẹ́pẹ́ gbogbo wa la máa jáde dìbò fún pẹ̀ǹkẹ̀lẹ̀.
We all have that one friend that always hides everything from everyone else. Like my guy, Sheon, that got 1 gig free data when he downloaded my MTN NG app. Did he share the gist with us?
No!
But we found out, and even something he doesn't know, that we get up to 2 gig data if we recharge 500 naira or more on my MTN NG app with our debit card.
You don't mean it!
That's not all. Oh. We also get 10% extra on every airtime recharge made on my MTN NG app.
Wow!
Will we share the gist with him?
Yes!
That's correct. You get 1 gig free data when you download my MTN NG app. Up to 2 gig when you recharge 500 naira and above with your debit card on my MTN NG app. And 10% extra on every recharge made on the app. So what are you waiting for? Download my MTN NG app today to enjoy. Terms and conditions apply.
Guys, here he comes.
Guy, any gist today?
What are we doing today?
Great people of your South Senatorial District, what do you want?
Freedom! Development! Youth empowerment!
That is right. Here is another 4 years opportunity to get it right in your South Senatorial District. Cast your vote for Honorable Oluwasegun Theophilus Oladimeji Otto under the auspices of Labour Party as our representative at the National House of Assembly, Senate. Otto, a man of the people, credible and intelligent leader, social transformer, an advocate for youth empowerment always. On this note, market men and women, artisans, civil servants, students across all levels, social groups, religious houses, and many others. Vote for Honorable Oluwasegun Theophilus Oladimeji Otto to represent Oyo South Senatorial District on the Labour Party with the logo of a father, mother, and children. Let's do it together. No carryover. Vote for Otto. Labour Party!
Forward ever!
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
It's a beautiful Tuesday morning right here on the Remedy Dial Solutions 93.9, exactly 18 minutes gone past 9. Welcome to From the Dailies, where we take you on a tour on different stories making the front pages of our Nigerian newspapers. My name is Victory Richard.
My name is Oladapo Okunubi, because I don't understand when it's that Victory. Is it Victory?
No, because people murder my name more often than not, so I have to stress the syllables. In
Victory.
Richard. Let's get into the papers. I have the Nigerian Tribune and the Vanguard newspaper.
All right, I've got with me the Punch and the Nation newspapers this morning.
All right, beginning with the Nigerian Tribune, let's start with this headline. Abducted LG chairman beheaded in Imo after paying 6 million ransom. Rather unfortunate. Passengers stranded as aviation workers protest at Lagos Airport. 2,440,445 displaced by 2022 flood disaster. NEMA is making that statement. Petrol sells as high as 350 naira per litre. Motorist commuters groans. Gunmen kidnap 3 farmers in Osun, demands 5 billion naira ransom. NNPCL's council stages a walkout in Ararume's 100 billion naira suit against Buhari. Buhari opens $1.5 billion Lekki Deep Sea Port, inaugurates a motorized mill. That you can find on page 6. Ocean records first case of diphtheria. That you can find on page 6 as well. Appeal court orders APC to conduct fresh primary in 11 Bainville local government areas. PDP 6 court order to declare Tinubu ineligible, I beg your pardon, to contest. These are the stories on the Nigerian Tribune this morning.
Going straight to Punch newspaper this morning, you know why I'm smiling? A lot happened yesterday.
Right.
I just feel like Nigeria is like Nigeria should be on Netflix.
Absolutely.
When you have series of news, series of movies, and well, cast swap. CBN bars Abuja, Lagos POS operators. Page 19 of Punch has a story, and this one says FG forecasts fresh flooding in Plateau, Bayelsa, others. Page 20, and I feel state governors of this, governors of this states mentioned here should just put things in place instead of now coming out at the end of the day to say that yes, there was flooding and they need money, they need intervention in their states.
So the question is, the ecological funds being given to state governments by
What
the
are they
federal
using
government,
the,
what are they using the money for?
But that's why I'm saying that the governors should come out now, do the needful, instead of waiting for flood to come. Think about the people in your states, not until when election comes and you start calling them to get their PVCs.
I mean, look at, we're already experiencing rains. Lagos had their first rain on Sunday. We saw droplets yesterday in Ibadan.
Oh, you call it that? That's Ibadan.
I thought it was going to rain. I was saying to myself, rain don't be like this now.
We need
you
more.
know, we need more. But
and that will be the second time in Ibadan, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was one on Sunday. So
Maybe it
Sunday
didn't happen
evening.
at my end, but that was my first experience.
Your area is outside.
We can get ahead with the papers.
Looking at other headlines, aviation union strike stirs Lagos airport's commotion. Power outage disrupts APC rally, stops Buhari Tinubu's speeches. That's the banner headline, and it has two riders. APC National Working Committee to probe incident says Bauchi rally successful. The next rider, Buhari supporting Tinubu, directed governors to ensure victory. Bagudu. And we have the front page of the Punch newspaper, seeing President Muhammadu Buhari, that of Lagos State Governor, that should be Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State, where President Muhammadu Buhari commissioned some project yesterday, and it has Lagos project jobs as a president opens rice mill, seaport. We also hope that a lot of people will be employed, reduce the unemployment rate in Lagos State and in Nigeria. And for the rice mill, we hope it won't be like that of Abuja. Remember the rice pyramid in Abuja last year. And for the shoe headlines, the Nigerians now have alternative to PDP, APC, Kwankwanto, are abductors working for highly connected people. FUNAB graduate. Diphtheria. FG deploys response team as cases rise. This and more you can find on the Punch newspaper.
Alright, away from the Punch, let's now check stories making the rounds in the Vanguard newspaper this morning, beginning with this headline that reads, Lekki Seaport will generate thousands of jobs for citizens. Sanwo-Olu is making that statement. Buhari leaves Lagos for Senegal on Tuesday. Peter Obi in Katsina promises to eradicate poverty and insecurity. Atiku reaffirms commitment to restructuring power devolution. Rivers State safer with Fubara as successor. Wike is making that statement. Wike is already endorsing for governor. We're yet to hear for the presidency. INEC reviews level of preparedness ahead of polls. FG investigates to make clarification process swift. NEC is making that statement. ONI demands an end to human trafficking. Hostage negotiation, court orders DSS to charge Tuku Mamu to court. It's been on about this case for a while now. 92,490 candidates register for 2023 UTME. These are the stories on the Vanguard newspaper.
We have some of the headlines also in the Nation newspaper, but I have to jump those headlines. But let's focus on some other headlines on the Nation front page this morning. We remain non-partisan. INEC assures electronic transmission stays. Cut to DSS. Chat terrorists negotiator Tukor Mamu. FIRS nets a highest ever revenue of 10.1 trillion naira. Excessive fasting destroys kidney, liver. NAFDAC warns. Maybe I should take that headline again, right?
Well,
excessive fasting destroys kidney, liver. NAFDAC warns.
I think there are a lot of misconceptions about fasting. You know, when people say they want to do dry fasting and you devoid yourself of water, you know, I mean, at least take water. Why would you stay dehydrated because you're trying to be spiritual? Who says God won't hear your prayer?
Well, everybody has got different opinion concerning that, though. You know, it's just like a talking drum. It has the front and it has the back. Well, I hope I can just say that to you.
NAFDAC is making a very
that is a message
important
from
statement now. So let's. I think it's important we adhere to.
Most especially, we know we have some denominations, you know, having their fasting.
Yes,
days,
the first
120, 300.
absolutely.
So,
yeah.
Farmers abducted in Osun. The banner headline this morning: Buhari's declaration in Bauchi. Tinubu is incoming president. Right after this, to that headline, why North should vote for ex-governor by Lawan Gbajabiamila. PDP abandoned region to Boko Haram. Our party is a party of thinkers and doers, people who can find a way where there is none. It is the spirit. For that, we seek to consolidate when we succeed in getting the mandate for mandate of Nigerians. End of quote. That came from the rally yesterday. And COVID-19, incoming travelers to provide vaccination evidence. Stranded passengers lament 14-hour flight delay. $1.5 billion Lekki deep sea port will boost economic recovery, says President. And we have the front page picture of the Nation, you know, showing the deep port and the commissioning done by President Muhammadu Buhari. He should be leaving Lagos today after the second phase of commissioning.
Yeah.
Gunmen behead council administrator. Ex-Osun Amotekun boss alleges threat to life. This and more you can find from the Nation newspaper this morning. Now we run straight to the burning issue. One days, 22 hours, 30 minutes to the presidential election and the National Assembly. That's according to the countdown via INEC's website. Well, it is still the battle between the spokespersons of different presidential or different political parties. And remember, the first election is going to be the presidential election. And remember, the Atiku Gates crisis is still generating reaction from different angles. Now, the part of the Presidential Campaign Council spokesperson, that is Femi Fani-Kayode, and this is not Festus Keyamo, but part of the Presidential Campaign Council of the APC, was on the TV yesterday, and he's making sure, and he made it clear that not that Atiku is a threat, but he must face the wrath of the law due to the Atiku Gate scandal.
We do not regard him as a particularly strong candidate or credible candidate. Actually, I personally don't see him as the real opposition. I think the opposition lies elsewhere, which maybe we'll talk about on another day. I don't see PDP as a viable opposition party. I think it's an imploded party, a party that's full of all kinds of internal contradictions, it's falling apart. They're fighting each other, the G5, this one, that one, and all sorts of things are going on within that party. So we do not see them as a threat at all. But what we do identify here, what we can identify here, is a group of people that have a criminal tendency, that have a criminal leader that has committed crimes in the past when he was vice president, that has proved to be an irresponsible man and is unfit to lead this country. And it's our duty to point all these things out to the Nigerian public. Our intention is to ensure that the security agencies do their job and actually look into the evidence that we have provided. We're not simply making allegations based on nothing. It's the fact that he should be made to face criminal charges. It's not a question of fear. It's a question of civic duty and responsibility. We have a responsibility to the Nigerian public and indeed to the world, to the people of this country, to speak truth at the relevant and appropriate time. And the truth is that a man that has confessed to using PVCs to steal public funds should not be on the ballot and instead should be behind bars.
I mean, we always see these verbal attacks with politicians during elections, so I'm not surprised, especially coming from Femi Fani-Kayode. But, I mean, I don't want to use the idiom, pot calling kettle black and all that, because if we're judging by allegations, all the politicians that we know, most of them, they've been alleged for something. Femi Kayode himself has been alleged for money laundering in 2021 and whatnot.
Based on reports. Yeah. Even he has been, at a point in time, he has been with the EFCC, stayed for a few hours at the EFCC headquarters in Abuja. He was taken from Lagos, taken to Abuja. But here now, let's also look at another angle to this forthcoming election. PDP was in Bayelsa yesterday for the presidential campaign flag off, and some APC members decamped to PDP, and there were so many. I mean, there were some words said yesterday, which I feel that was the reason I was asking Dr. Cornerstone if signing the peace accord part 2 will work. This was what happened yesterday, and the chairman of the party, Yocha Ayu, welcomed some APC members back to PDP.
Have they not disappointed you? Is rent not 50-something thousand now? Everything has gone up. Chairman, contact and mobilization of the APC. All these and thousands of their supporters who went to the other party are coming back today. Are you ready to receive them back? I want to now liberate them, remove the wrong symbol they are holding of the broom. I don't want to raise this thing. They are to go and burn them. Will you collect the broom? Throw it away. Where is the umbrella? I'm giving you the mighty symbol of our party, which will make you happy, protect you for all the elements.
That was what happened in Bayelsa State yesterday, and I still keep asking the question: are we getting more from the campaigns from these different political parties? I think it's more of like attack upon attack. We heard that of Femi Fani-Kayode last night, and that of the PDP in Bayelsa State same yesterday. Are they giving us what we expect from their manifestos?
Well, and that's why I'm really surprised that we still didn't have a presidential debate for this forthcoming elections. It's really, disappointing for me, because I would have loved, a debate that will have all the presidents come together and speak to, what they intend to do in the forthcoming elections. We just have separate town hall meetings and separate, gatherings
so
of
hard his yesterday
and whatnot, and I think putting them in one space would have worked for me. That way, we'll see if, with the way they're going with the verbal attacks, we hope not to see physical, attacks, flying.
Assault as well.
Yes, flying. Because as it is now, Nigerians expect you to tell them how you remove them from this state of agony. Nigerians are suffering. Fuel scarcity is now music to our ears. It's now something we hear every day. The economy is well inflated. Insecurity is now part of our lives. It's just worrisome. We have a lot of things to speak of, but we dwell on irrelevant issues.
And another thing, maybe if Comrade Femi Olugbemi joins us in the next few minutes, we'll be looking at the strategies by these parties. Maybe some of them just want, the oppositions to get, to lose concentration so they can just power in But with the allegation of Atiku, with what happened was it Bochi yesterday, where the sound system, went off, and based on the front page of a Punch newspaper, saying that the National Working Committee will probe the incident, and there were no speeches yesterday.
I'm sure it was embarrassing for the president to witness that. You're supposed to do something and there was power outage. It shows, or it gives you a picture of what Nigerians deal with every day.
Is it that they did not have fail to power the
I don't even know what it is, but
because let us talk about
maybe it's good. I think it's good that it happened. So you have a picture of what we're dealing with daily, because like it or not, our politicians do not have the reality that we Nigerians are facing. They don't know that we're going through. Just like yesterday, I had friends from Lagos who they were literally very angry, and they were lamenting. Oh, the president came into Lagos, and the routes that leads to where the president was to commission projects were blocked. So if you were going through that means, you were supposed to face traffic. My friend said he stayed, in traffic for over 4 hours.
No, well, for that, I think...
traffic interjections.
Yes, they've already given them, advisory.
However, you know that, that's inconvenience to the people of Lagos, like it or not.
No,
but yes, the president came on a major assignment.
Yeah.
We heard people in Lagos saying that, even though I'm not want to buy into that, why should the president come to commission? That where does it happen? Where the president? No, the president actually comes.
Yeah, he is the number one citizen of the country. Also, looking at the project, it is not only a Lagos State project.
Yeah.
Right. That is two. But the funny thing yesterday was that the president did not make one speech in Lagos during the commissioning. So all he did was just to cut the tape.
So that's the thing. So if you are just coming to give us face value, or
your presence,
then maybe a representative should have been sent.
Okay, but let's throw out the phone lines this morning. Unfortunately, we've not been able to connect with Comrade, but we'll keep trying. Comrade Femi Olugbemi. But let's throw out the phone lines this morning.
0909-888-9939 or 0912-222-2939. We are also live on Facebook, so you can drop your comments on there, as well as YouTube. Solutions 939 FM. Solutions 939 FM. We're taking messages via text and WhatsApp. You can send that to 0904-422-2939. The numbers again to call are 0909-888-9939 or 0912-222-2939.
Should we be positive of the rice mill opened yesterday by President Muhammadu Buhari, same as the deep sea port? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
I'm calling from Akobo.
Kevin, welcome to the show, Kevin.
Yeah, the government at the center should be apologizing to Nigeria. We shouldn't be campaigning. The honest fact is that the current captain of this nation, the president, said he has done his best. Whereas Nigeria is gambling with the present situation at the moment. Nigeria is becoming a safe state under progressive tax. We are still experiencing fuel scarcity simply because they have failed to fix our refinery. We now buy a liter of fuel at the rate, petrol at the rate of 350. Whereas they make it at the rate of 87 naira. Even the dollar they promised to make 1 naira equal to $1. Now cost over 700 naira today. Price of food keep soaring higher under their administration. They have let us down, and it is so shameful. I would invite Nigeria to go try to in the forthcoming general election. The Nigeria political office holder should serve the masses so that we can celebrate them when they are leaving the office. Good morning, Kemi from Akobo.
Thank you very much, Kemi from Akobo. Let's pick this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. To you.
I'm Balkis Onodion, and I'm calling from Ibadan.
Balkis, thank you for joining us. Let's go.
I don't understand why Nigerians are not protesting, honestly. This time, during Jonathan's era, some of us were already carrying placards. In fact, I could really remember that President Modi Buhari led some protests. He carried placards condemning the situation Nigeria was there. The scarcity. Apart from that, even when you want to buy, it's being sold at exorbitant prices and making it for Nigerians to suffer more? Why are we not protesting? Is it because of his tribe? Or perhaps if it's from a minority group in Nigeria who would have been protesting? Everything they promised to make better has worsened. In one of his campaigns, he asked for the price of spaghetti, and people told him it was 80 naira. That spaghetti is now around 550 today. We were protesting when we were buying petrol for 84 naira or 184, but today it's 350. Every promises under this administration has been cancelled, has not even seen the light of the day. Yet someone is promising to continue with this legacy. No, we should not. It cannot continue. Nigerians should get their PVCs, and of course on that they come out en masse and vote out bad leadership. You see, this federal government under President Muhammadu Buhari has suffered Nigeria. We cannot endure for the next 4 years again. Good morning.
Thank you very much, for shedding light to a lot of things this morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is John Olairo.
Oh, John, good to have you here. Let's go.
Thank you, my brother. On the issue of right days or whatever, the president's commission yesterday.
Okay.
To me, I don't think that anything, because that is not the right thing the president of we are in the dilemma of West City. Mr. President, as Minister of Petroleum, he has never won the office and addressed this issue. Does it mean that what President was Mr. President yesterday will reduce the price of the rice in the market? The other is capital law. So what am I going to say about that? It's meaningless to me and nothing to celebration. Mr. President should go and address the issue of scarcity, because that's the problem we have right now. And they want to conduct the election in 25. I thought it was for me. I don't know the reason why this election is conducted in 25. When we have a problem, I think we need to deal with this issue of this West Africa. And why this one we decide to become. This one is coming very well. Mission currency. This one is after not as well as new. Think they need to come out and make another announcement that they extend it over. It's going to be another proposal. And even if it is out. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you very much, John.
I understand you correctly. You're proposing two extensions, extending the election and also extending the withdrawal policy for the new notes.
And also speaking, saying that in the next less than 32 days, we will have the presidential election and we have fuel scarcity. Maybe they should think about that before allowing the election go ahead. But INEC has already come out with their dates.
Yes, and I feel like that should not in any way stop the elections, to be honest.
You think so?
Yeah, I would like to believe that.
That may be your opinion, but you remember they'll have to work some sensitive materials will have to be transported to different places.
The goal is to bring in a new government that we believe will change the narrative.
They're working with NURTW. How will they get the fuel? Remember, they've already run the budget.
No, this is not an excuse for the government not to say anything. I'm really saddened that up until this moment, we don't have, the president who doubles as the Minister of Petroleum
to come address
about this thing. It shows, it shows a lot of things. It shows a lot of things to us.
0909-888-9939 or 0912-222-2939. Remember, we're live on Facebook, facebook.com/solutions939FM. Let's check the first message on Facebook before we go on a commercial.
Okay, perhaps you might want to take that.
Okay, this is Okpayemi Akonji on Facebook, and I don't know if Okpayemi is a male or female. The money allocated for a subsidy from January 2020 to 2023 is 3.92 trillion to subsidize PMS, but still we are battling with fuel scarcity. Who do we offend in Nigeria? From the problem to another, from one problem to another, is the electioneering period. We should be ready to vote for competent leaders who are going to change the narrative for us. We voted for APC with a hope to change things for better. But it's a pity. It's a pity it went all wrong. Let's go on a break. When we return, we continue with the messages. Do not go anywhere.
We all have that one friend that always hides everything from everyone else. Like my guy, Sheon, that got 1 gig free data when he downloaded my MTN NG app. Did he share the gist with us?
No!
But we found out, and even something he doesn't know, that we get up to 2 gig data if we recharge 500 naira or more on my MTN NG app with our debit card.
You don't mean it!
That's not all. We also get 10% extra on every airtime recharge made on my MTN NG app.
Wow!
Will we share the gist with him?
Yes!
That's correct. You get 1 gig free data when you download my MTN NG app. Up to 2 gig when you recharge 500 naira and above with your debit card on my MTN NG app. And 10% extra on every recharge made on the app. So what are you waiting for? Download my MTN NG app today to enjoy. Terms and conditions apply.
Guys, here he comes.
Guy, any gist today?
What are we doing today? It's a beautiful morning, Niger. Don't forget to deposit your old Naira notes into your Momo wallet at the nearest Momo agent outlet before January 31st, 2023. First dial *671# to open the Momo wallet, then call our toll-free number 671 to locate the Momo agent near you.
Welcome back to the AM Update Live on your Remedy Down Solutions 939 FM from the dailies, and we are getting your opinions, your reactions concerning the headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers this morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? Okay.
Morning to you, Ruth.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's have your take.
It's a shame that this APC government has really let us down. You know, in 2015 when they were campaigning, they gave us hope. They promised us heaven and earth. When they were coming to power in 2015. So they said we will be buying petrol at the rate of 45 naira per litre. But here we are, that we are buying petrol at the rate of 350. They promised us to fix our refineries, but nothing was done. Six flights. If you go to the airport now, it was 18,000 naira then, now 80,000. In gas. It's 180, now it's 50. The rate that we're even buying at the rate of 18,000 naira is now 45,000 naira. Where are we going to? Why are they suffering the masses? They gave us this hope, now they are telling us renew hope. Now, just all Nigerians should look outside the doors and vote wisely. They should not allow this APC government to deceive us again. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. 0909-888-9939, 0912-222-2939.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you, sir. What's your name?
I am David from Olympia.
It's good to have you.
Thank you. On the former medicine that was deleted in Imo State, one we begin to wonder that love for humanity. At the same time, our government security apparatus has been defeated. They all need to stop pretending. But that's not every day enough. As in federal government, APC must say, what can we say about the level of insecurity in Nigeria? It's been disastrous. Within these 7 years, how many terrorist groups have been attacked by military personnel? And the general election is around the corner. How do we go about conducting a credible and fair election? It's becoming more of a mirage. And the APC government is not bothered. Because there is insecurity, nothing can be achieved. Good morning.
Good morning. To you. I mean, it brings the conversation about the security infrastructure of the state as we prepare for the forthcoming election. Now, Imo State is really hot, and it's sad. We're getting cases of someone after paying ransom still being beheaded, and we have an election in barely 30 days. Yes, we know that INEC is prepared. How about our security? What are we doing to ensure that the lives of Nigerians are safe? We want them to exercise their civil rights, but will they come back home safely?
That's a big question. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Hello? Hello? Okay, we have to let you go. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
This is Aziz. I'm calling from Egeda.
Aziz, let's go. Good morning.
Do you know the problem of Nigeria?
No.
It's leadership. And we need a leader that will fight corruption and insecurity in this country. Because they are the two major things that is backing us in this country. Because this federal government, APC, under the leadership of Baba Buhari, they told us, they even promised us that they are going to fight corruption and insecurity. They told us that Boko Haram, they will end the Boko Haram within 6 months in the office. Now they failed to do so. They even promised us refinery pipe. Even they told us last year that one refinery will be working by last year December. Now there's nothing to show for it. They still keep deceiving us that Nigeria will be better, Nigeria will be better. If they want Nigeria to be suffering, I think this time we need to look forward and try to vote for a leader that will be ready to step on toes, a leader that will prevail a positive change in Nigeria, not a leader that will inflict more hardship on African Nigerians. Now, people are suffering to get fuel. People are buying commodities at the rate of high price. Now, they are still feeling arrogance and failure. From this period, we should not make the mistake we made in 2015 and 19 now. We should correct the wrongs by using our vote to vote for the credible leader. May God guide us right to
Amen.
the right leader.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning.
All right, let's check a few messages on Facebook, and hopefully we have time to return to calls. We have a couple of messages rather. You can send yours as well. Let's begin with this one from Omar Adekunle saying Nigerians are too adaptable to any situation, and our political leaders are taking the advantage of our ruggedness and silence to inflict more hardship on the average Nigerian. It's unfortunate the APC came on board to worsen the situation of Nigeria, where the prices of fuel and other essential commodities are soaring up to unbearable cost. This change and next level they have brought to Nigerians is from top to bottom. What a disappointing government. Aderonke Adekuride is saying, despite the critical situation of Nigeria, yet the federal government is appraising itself. Nigerians are experiencing fuel scarcity, power outage, unbearable inflation rates, and poor economy. So it is obvious that the APC leadership governed by President Buhari has no substantial economic blueprint to rescue Nigeria from this mess. I hope we get it right in the next general election coming up next month, not to elect a wrong government again. Olayinka Adetola is saying there is no doubt that the APC government has failed us in Nigeria, because the situation of Nigeria was not this bad when the petrol price was at 87 naira per litre, and now it's at 300 naira and above. A bag of rice that was at 8,000 is now 46,000. The APC were protesting against Jonathan's administration. Now their change and next level have brought more hardship on the average Nigerian, and Nigerians keep silence without protesting. What a nation. Abiola Motosho is saying, what effect has all the subsidy removal done so far on fuel? We keep facing different challenges under these APC federal government, despite all promises made in 2015 to revive our refineries, but yeah, none was revived for almost 8 years now. I could remember before we voted for APC, petrol was 87 naira, but now 300 naira per litre. May we never experience this kind of government again in Nigeria.
This is 9:54. Maybe we can squeeze in one or two calls before wrapping up the show this morning. 0909-888-9939 or 0912-222-2939.
You know, we keep having that conversation about may we never experience Nigeria. It's all about prayers.
Nigeria is our country. We just need to pray for things to be better.
do
There are a
the
lot
work.
of people who wants to become Nigerians. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. I'm Sheriff calling from Manara.
Okay, let's have your take. Let's go.
About what you discussed, that Imo local government chairman was beheaded. That news is very unpalatable. And the election day is remaining 31 days now. So can you say that the APC government today Their failure is not limited to economy and to insecurity alone. Economy is there. See what really happened to them about the way the power outage is put the APC valley. What happens to them is a typical example how they handle the power sector situation in the country. Because they promised to fix the power sector within 6 months. This is over 7 years now. Even they also promised to revive the Mambila power project in Taraba. At the end of the day, they failed to do so. That is it is obvious that APC government has not fixed that problem. So I want to appeal to all Nigerians, go and get your PVC and vote wisely. Thank you.
But before you go, do you have your PVC?
You're asking. My PVC is very active.
Okay.
That's my weapon.
Okay.
So I want to appeal to all Nigerian youth, go and get your PVC, because on election day, don't stick to social media. Go out and vote. Vote wisely.
Looking forward to seeing you at the polls.
That can feel the country better. But not APC.
All right. Thank you very much. All right, this should be the convenient point to have to wrap up this morning, but I like the last caller, saying that go all out, youth, Nigerian youth, go get your PVC. And that message has gone all around the country that youth have the highest population, the highest registrants for the forthcoming polls.
It's not enough that you registered. It's one thing to register, it's another thing to get the PVC, and it's another thing to come out during the elections to cast your vote. So we're imploring everyone to go out there, get your PVCs, and get ready for February the 25th.
Okay, well, my name is Oladako Konubi. Coming up next is Mokajue. It's a Yoruba political show where you have opportunity to meet some of the contesting candidates in the forthcoming 2023 polls in the state.
My name is Victory Richard. Have yourself a beautiful Tuesday.
Anger razor go slash the wheel the two. To hold the person back, you go stay back to make sure. To hold the person down, you go stay down to make sure. You order one kind of prisoner too. Why for these people, Lord? Them on the band.